everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today's video was supposed to be us heading off on our way to Chillington, but today is Saturday. We were actually due to compete today, and I am pretty sure that you guys are familiar with this backdrop to know that it is most definitely not Chillington and we are not up there. Unfortunately, I had everything all loaded up, ready to go. We were setting off yesterday lunchtime, so Thursday night, packed everything up, had literally everything ready to go. And when I came down, worked in the morning, came down and got the ponies in, and I looked at Addie and I was like, something is just not right with you. And yeah, unfortunately has changed our plans. So I just thought I would make, just to be able to do like one full update, and thought I'd just make it into a video, and it's going to be short and sweet, probably be quite a chatty one because obviously there isn't a lot going on, but we'll just explain what is kind of going on with Miss Addie. But first I do just want to include here a little pre-recorded ad that I had all ready to go for the eventing video. So yeah, going to include that, and then we'll come back and we will talk what's up with Addie. So admittedly this is filmed after this vlog has been filmed, which probably doesn't quite, it works for you guys, maybe not so much for my hair, but I'm super excited to be partnering up with Reassessing for this video, because I'll be honest, my cameras have helped me survive throughout the weekend of Addie not being very well, because they have been in, she's had limited turnout, as you will see throughout the video. I have been able to check on her as much as I like. Even when I have been out on the Saturday night for a meal, I was still at the dinner table, which is really, really rude, but I could not help myself, and I've been watching her sleep, whether she's resting the back leg on the left or on the right, and literally looking at every single detail that I possibly can. And it is thanks to Reassessing that I am able to do that. So we have got in the horses stables the Go PT Ultra. Now these are the original Reassessing cameras that I had and absolutely adore. So they have got the pan around, they can tilt, and they are in both stables. They've got like nighttime vision and everything, so perfect when it's at night and they're in. I've also loved this summer when they've been in during the day, it's putting on the time lapses and seeing exactly what they get up to throughout the day. And I cannot get over how many times Addie lies down, even just in the day when she comes in. I've also got the Go PT that is currently out looking in the front field. So earlier this week, which was probably after this vlog was filmed, they were out in that, and I could keep an eye on them in the front field. Now that one is mobile, and you can move that around to wherever you need it to go. I was going to put it up in the lane field when they were out in that, but I didn't get around to actually moving it. But it is really easy. It's all of these cameras are charged by solar panels, which is fantastic. You don't need to worry about leads and electric getting to them, and they are all connected by 4G as well, so you don't need to worry about having Wi-Fi. Especially in these remote areas, I could never reach the Wi-Fi from the house. And then we have also got the tracking mix camera that is up on the top, and my dad loves that camera. Since we have put it up, which was when we were heading to Badminton back in May, he has loved being able to keep an eye on everything, seeing people arrive, going, and I can also pan it around because it's got a full 360. Again, with the tilt, it's got dual lens, and I can see the ponies when they are up in 10 acres like they are now, and I can pan around and I can see them there. So I absolutely love my Reassessing cameras. If you are looking to keep an eye on your horses, stalk them, keep up with all the security around your stables, your home, then do check out. They have got an extensive range. I have obviously got 3 different models that I have just spoken about, but they have got a very, very wide range of cameras to fit every single need. And of course, you can get 5% off your order by using my code EMD5. But otherwise, we will go back to the video where I fill you in exactly what is going on with Addie at the moment. So Addie is all fine, aren't you? You are. I'm not gonna panic people too much. So yeah, it was obviously yesterday that she came in not feeling well, and she has been box dressed ever since. Now, to be honest, that is more being the air on caution. She isn't like absolutely hopping. She is weight bearing on all 4 legs. But she is almost a little bit lame in front and a little bit lame behind. It's like multi-limb lameness. And yesterday, she must have just freshly done it, I would have thought, because you couldn't really tell exactly where the sore part was. So we thought, leave her in, and if anything is going to... I'm just going to grab some fly spray a minute because she is getting attacked by flies and that's not very nice. Right, we're back. Fly spray, hopefully to the rescue. Has it gone up your nostrils? Unfortunately, when it means that they have to be on box rest, that means that Sprite has to be as well. But we have taken her already for a walk this morning, haven't we? To try and, yeah, just keep her calm. And she is pretty calm. And that is one thing I have to say. Addie is being a very, very good patient. And this is the very first time that, like, she's pulled a sick day is what I keep saying, that we haven't been able to go to a competition. I think there's only been one other time that we were going to go for a lesson and she came out here and fell over basically because she was in too much of a rush to go out in the morning. And that was just more like a scrape injury than anything else. But yeah, so at this moment in time, I'm not fully 100%. She has come out this morning. Nothing has ballooned up. She hasn't come out any worse this morning from being on box rest, which is really, really good. So I am, again, just erring on the side of caution. She's just tentative. Thinking on this front right, and almost like the diagonal pair. So where, like, because she will fill up when she's in a stable. That is normal for her. And just noticed that on her back left, she was it was a bit puffy, a bit more than normal. This morning, I just did ice vibes on the diagonals, but this is a full-on shout out to Arthur, Farrier and Lauren, everybody. I just feel like I've had such great support over the last 24 hours. So Arthur shot them on Thursday. Of course, that kind of where my brain went. I was like, always there, something there. Phoned Arthur and he was here within half an hour, bless him, because he was like, hopefully I've just got like a high nail or something, but there was nothing like that. He did all the testing, watched her trot up and everything like that, and he said it's not feet related, hooves related. And then Lauren also came out yesterday afternoon, and she's the one that, yeah, err on the side of caution, give her on box rest, see how she comes out this morning, and then decide from there whether you need vet or not vet. And it is that difficult decision. She is obviously insured by SEIB, so I haven't got any qualms. If she needed a vet would be here right now, but I just don't actually, because she's come out this morning no worse, nothing has gone drastically ballooned up or anything like that, I'm not worried about getting the vet yet. Whether in a couple of days and she's still no better, then yeah, go down that avenue then. I've obviously been in talks with Lauren this morning, sent her like some videos of her coming out and everything like that, and she agreed, she's no worse. So she is actually going to come out tomorrow afternoon. So what I thought is I might still make this vlog over a couple of days like I would if it was eventing, and we'll sort of see what Lauren says tomorrow. Lauren knows her, well, ever since I've had her. What is she now, 8, and I got her when she was 4? Yeah. Oh my goodness, have I missed our anniversary of when I got her? No, that'll be in like a month's time, end of this month. Oh my goodness, almost 4 years you've been here. So that is a very good run of not anything wrong. So obviously it was meant to be away competing today, and now my weekend has just gone purely still all on Addie, and I'm coming down multiple times to pop on the Ice 5 boot. So I am very, very thankful and grateful. See, you're not feeling too bad, you want to rub your bum now, don't you? But we have got, so these are the new and improved ones. I've got them on the front because I've actually got them in a smaller size, and then I've got the old ones on her back because they're that little bit bigger. Oh, she's found an apple that you've dropped, Nala. She allowed your apple? It's gone. It's gone. She's also untied herself because she's very, very good at doing that, aren't you? I'm thinking that it's very likely that I rode her Thursday, she was absolutely fine. And I think she's done something out in the field, which is probably 99% of the problems that horses do. They're fretting around in the field. We've had quite a lot of rain. It's quite slippy out there. Dad did say that he'd seen her and she was like almost off all fours. So I think she has just done something in the field, but sort of the extent of it at the moment, I'm not fully aware. And I just hate seeing her uncomfortable. It's horrible. But like I say, she's been a very good patient. I know that she really enjoys her stable. So actually she's been so well behaved. I got her out this morning. She just stood there, like no bargee, no like wanting, like thinking, oh, we're going out or anything like that. They've got nice yummy haylage. Tomorrow we have got what we call the lane field, and that is all flat and small. So whether I put her out for an hour tomorrow morning and just keep an eye on her, maybe muck out. I'm also, Dad's going to take down the Reassessing camera for me so I can set it up there so I can keep a constant eye on them. The weather is meant to be horrendous tomorrow afternoon anyway, so I think it would be better for them to most definitely be in, but hopefully she can just have a little bit. I am wondering whether I can take her down there and just hand graze her, but it's the dynamic of having two. I think if you have three, taking one away is not so bad, but when I've got both of them and Sprite doesn't do well of being in. Obviously this is partly their normal routine at this time of the day, so she's not too bad, and as I say, she's been for a walk as well, but she is banging the door, aren't you? Yes. So yeah, I'm just basically coming down here as many times as I possibly can fit in to allow the ice vibes to refreeze up again. I'm just going to keep on doing that. I have no running water, no fast flowing running water here. So this is where ice vibes are fantastic. I've obviously got water, but it's just not fast flowing enough to really warrant doing anything on their legs. So ice vibes for the win this weekend for sure. But whilst you're standing there, I might just do a little skip out. She's made a right mess of all the haylage, standard Addie. But we'll just pick up the one poo that she's done in here. I do need to get some more straw down as well so that they can have that as well. But you are being such a good patient, aren't you? You're such a good girl. Oh, it's just horrible seeing them when they're not right, and you know that they're not. Yeah, they're uncomfortable. I wouldn't say that, like I say, she's not drastically lame, but she is just uncomfortable, and that's what I don't like seeing. Dear of her. Those boots will come off in a minute, my darling. She's like, I can deal with them, and then I'm suddenly like, no, I want them off. But yeah, Lauren, like I say, is going to come again tomorrow. But yeah, it's the reality of horses, and these things happen. These things, obviously Chillington for us was not meant to be, but now obviously it's just highest priority is to get her back feeling well and comfortable again. I almost thought about picking up this camera yesterday, and then I'll be honest, it came in my head and went out again. I was just like, I can't even think about getting words in, and even when I was down here first thing this morning, I was like, I can't even do that now. There was a lot of tears yesterday because I think it was all of it. I think it was the disappointment of obviously not competing, but also like the first time that there has been something seriously wrong with her, I should say. Like, don't get me wrong, it still could be 10 times, 100 times worse, but just not having those things happen, and it's not usually her, just was, yeah. And then didn't sleep very well either, as you can imagine, thinking, what am I going to come down and see this morning? I was checking on her on the Reassessing and like, oh, she's resting this leg, she's resting that leg, and yeah, she looked pretty content, to be honest, on the Reassessing cameras, so it was fine. But yeah, it quite simply, it sucks. There's no better way of putting that, but I'm just glad that she's pretty content. She's still eating, which that's when I know that something would be drastically wrong with Addie, because she would not be eating, but she is eating plenty and is very happy to eat. And see her there. We put your massage pad on earlier as well, didn't we? I haven't put that on this time, but we'll put that on the next stint. But yeah, that's basically why we're not eventing, what is currently going on, the reality, as I say, of horses. I'm sure we have all been there. Take each day as it comes at the minute. But yeah. I don't think I'm going to say quite over and out. I think I will run it into tomorrow and see if we've got any improvement or anything else is swollen up or anything like that. But hopefully we're getting these ice vibes on at least 4 times today. Will help massively. I just can't, my heart is just like, she's just been such a good patient. Aren't you? You're being so good. It makes me want to cry now. I don't like seeing you uncomfortable. Oh, you're such a good girl. She said, Mum, I want you to go venting too. Oh, is that the spot under there? Is it? Good morning, we are back for, I don't know if I say day 2 or day 3, perhaps day 2.5. And we are back in our normal positions. Ice vibes have all been put on. I'm going to be honest, again, yes, there is a little bit of swelling there, yes, there is a little bit of heat, but it is not drastic. It has still stayed relatively the same, but I'd actually say she walked out on it better than yesterday morning. Only slightly, only like really minimal, I suppose, but definitely was an improvement, and she's been a lot more fidgety, like around there, and is like moving it around a lot more, like just like little things like that. Like yesterday she really wasn't, she was just like wanting to stand there, and actually stepping back like that, like so there are little signs, I want to say, of hope. Sorry, we've got Sprite in the back pouring. But oh my goodness, we went out for dinner last night, which obviously I wasn't thinking I was going to be able to go to, for Chris's mum and dad's anniversary, and I just kept an eye on her on my areolink camera, and honestly I kept looking and I just couldn't stop watching. She was fast asleep, proper sleeping. Sorry, it's quite dark actually, isn't it? Let's turn lights on. It was, yeah, she was just proper zonked out, which is good. I also think it's good when they do lie down, because that means they clearly are feeling well enough that they can get up and go down, because that does take quite a lot of strain from them. And she was lying down, and like I checked back and she was lying down. I don't know whether it was still lying down or whether she'd gone down again. Then I saw that she was up, and then I saw that she was down again. So yeah, really, I feel like that is good news. And actually I'm just in her own sort of, her normal way. Yeah, just in her own like sort of mannerism, she's looking better, she's looking brighter. So hopefully, yeah, fingers crossed, that is, like I say, all good news. But I've just got the dream of mucking out yet again. Oh, and you're pouring the ground. This is interesting, isn't it? Hey? I am actually going to attempt to turn them out, I think. I'm going to pop them out into what I said, the lane field, like I said yesterday. Hopefully Dad will be out shortly, and by the time that the ice vibes are done, he can help me lead them up, and then I'll just stand up there and watch them for a bit. Any signs of anything at all, they're straight back in. But I'm hoping that I can leave them out there for perhaps an hour. If she had full blown something, which would be obviously like a balloon and she wouldn't be able to wait there on it, then I wouldn't be turning out. They'd obviously stay on box rest to rest it as much as possible. But when it's only like a little bit of a tweak, and I've had things with Sprite in the past, and I know, like I say, myself, I am a firm believer that actually getting out and walking on it is sometimes really good for it. So if she is a prat in the field, she will be straight back in, and I will take her for a hand walk, because I do believe that like actually movement is good for it as well, to use it and get it, yeah, to strengthen it back up again. So I've always believed in that, and I'm going to stick and trust my gut. And I do think that I was right to not do it yesterday, but I think today will be a better day to do it. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed you just go out and you just eat the green stuff, because you haven't had any and you want some. Okay, we've had a few little trots around, but nothing too too drastic. We're on the phone, so I couldn't bring up the camera. Sprite did have her rug on, but she was acting a little bit weird. And I just thought that's actually going to make her worse. So they're not out for very long. It's only a light bit of rain, so she can deal with it for a minute. But they look like they have now settled. I don't know whether I'm actually making it worse from being stood here, to be honest with you. But their heads have gone down now. Sprite's had a little roll. And now they're just eating. When you're trying to sneak up on them. But actually, I can see enough from here. Her head is firmly down. She is still eating. They are still happy. I am feeling slightly concerned about Sprite being out there with no rug on. But again, it's only light, so I think we'll be okay. It's now like I've done the stables. I'm just doing the haylage. Got my dumpy bag to go down nicking from the cows. But I'm a bit like, what do I do? Do I leave them? Flowers, keep an eye on the weather, go home for a bit. Don't really know what to do. I was hoping to set up the reassessing camera, but my dad hasn't got it down from the spot that it's in now, so I can't do it. Hi, Moo Moos. Oh, you haven't been on the channel for a little while, have you? Hiya. It's crazy. We're in September and Dad is already feeding them haylage. Like, it's crazy. I feel like we may have a long winter ahead of us, which, I mean, obviously I know, to be honest, I was umming and ahhing because the weather has been quite vile, and I am doubting myself. I'm like, maybe I should have changed the horses' routine already, that they should have been in during the night and out by day. Hindsight, wonderful thing, can't beat myself up too much about it, but I was thinking, should I have changed it, and would that have prevented Addie from hooning? Was it winds one night that did it? I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I haven't done it. We are where we are. But I just didn't want to think of changing routine in September. But with the weather the way it is at the minute and how cold it's gone at night as well, I am thinking that maybe it is. But I just feel like September to what? March? That is a long old winter. We might be all right. We might have a nice October and then perhaps they could go back. But I feel like once you do change that routine, it kind of changes, doesn't it? But what are you guys thinking? If you're based in the UK, have you changed your routine yet? Are your horses swapped around back into winter, or are you sticking on to summer for as long as possible? I feel like I really am admitting defeat here now. I'll just put Addie's fly rug away, and I'm going to pop her fly mass and Sprite's fly mass in there as well. They can go away. Whether they're going to be out again or not, I don't know. And look what I did order. This was something that I was actually really excited about using. So I ordered the Rambo Slinky Hood from Horseware. I went for it because it's got much bigger eye sockets, which obviously I haven't been able to put that on her yet. But I did order it for this weekend because I am fed up of seeing the blue one that I use go up and in her eyes all the time. I may need to just put it on her just to check that it does all fit, but I was like, no, I'm gonna get that for her. So I'm hoping that it might not ride up quite so much and into her eyes. So yeah, I bought that for her and I'm so excited to use it. It was all packed up, ready to go. We'll use it again, I'm sure. I am obviously supported by Horseware, very, very fortunate to be supported by them. But this was actually a purchase I made because I saw it, wanted it, and I wanted it now, so I ordered it next day delivery. So that it would be here basically in time for the weekend, but didn't need to worry about that, did I? But let's roll this box back in. I only then got the yard to brush up and we are done. I am going to be brave. I am going to head home just for an hour and then come back down, and I think then I'll get them back in. I purposely didn't give them breakfast this morning so that they can have that when they come in, but their stables are all good to go, and then Lauren is going to be coming this afternoon, so I think we'll catch up with you guys when Lauren is here and we'll see what Lauren thinks. Obviously it's been 48 hours since she's seen her, so sometimes when you're seeing them, like yesterday I was down here 5 times, so many times, that you are looking, and like this morning I'm like looking, but as much as I'm thinking it, but I think having that clean break away and then seeing her 48 hours later, we will see what Lauren thinks. So everyone keep your fingers crossed for the next stage of the video, please. So we are now back down here, 3rd or 4th time today. And actually I'm feeling a little bit happier and a little bit relieved. A little bit. Still not fully 100%, so we've obviously got Lauren here at the moment. Hello. We have trotted her up on a hard surface and soft surface, done some circles. The swelling that I thought was slightly coming up on the inside of her leg actually is just her vein that is pumping blood. It's not, and I thought it hadn't ballooned, but I just thought it might have been a little bit, but no, that's just sort of, bit of blood flow going.
Yeah, so she's got increased blood flow to the limb because there is some inflammation there, so that's why that blood vessel is more prominent.
Yeah, which that's what I was panicking about, was that she'd done something in there. Yeah. But whether I should have known that or not, I don't really know.
Every day's a learning.
I know. And it's also, that's something like, I've had Addie now coming up for 4 years, and like she's never been proper lame, so actually I don't know what her pain threshold is. I don't know what.
She's quite a tough cookie, I think, isn't she? So she's not complained. She's never been sick or sorry.
No, and I just found it a bit weird. But we're thinking that there is a slight bit of heat in her hoof. So obviously did have Arthur out. He did all the checks with the pincers.
Pincers or pinchers?
Hoof testers.
Hoof testers.
That's what I call them.
With the hoof testers. And she didn't react or flinch or anything like that, but whether there is an abscess perhaps brewing or something like that. Obviously she was looking not great on Friday. She was looking, as I think I've already said that she was looking lame behind, lame in front, but the back end, and I'll be honest, I haven't really put much thought into the back end because I've kind of felt that it has been this predominantly, that I've kind of, all my eyes have been on that, but we just trotted her up, and her hind end is looking
really good.
Better. Really good. Yay.
Yay. Compared to what we had 48 hours ago. Much better.
So less Lauren coming out on a Sunday. Had a nice lunch with your family.
I did, in the Sunday slouches.
I didn't show you that until then. I was like just trying to do the top half.
Off duty.
And like you're just doing a little bit in her groin now that she was quite sore with.
She was sore on Friday. It's improved significantly, so I'm just trigger pointing the last little bit. We know the back end is feeling much better, so we might as well give her a bit of comfort. No. But I didn't do that on Friday because I wanted to see what happened, basically, see where she improved and where she held increased tension over the next sort of 48 hours. But we're looking much happier, much more comfortable. And you were saying she's feeling better in herself.
She's been better in herself today. She's been a lot more cheeky and like her normal character. Yesterday she was very subdued, just very chilled and calm. But actually she's been very alert, like over the door looking at me whilst I've been here, and Dad's been here, and her personality, her character has been a lot more normal. But we think, fingers crossed, touch wood, all tendons are. I know we can't fully. I
can't fully say, but I would like to think that she's having a scratch.
I was like, what is she doing?
If we had sort of major tendon injury, we would see some significant swelling by now that we just don't have. So that's great. We can't rule out more minor injuries at the minute. But I'm feeling more positive.
I think I felt so much better yesterday than what I did on Friday. When I got here, and not anything that was massively blown up in the balloon. So it's got him
torture me with the late update. Sorry.
Meanwhile, Sprite's fuming.
She has had. Have you seen her nose?
No. Oh, Spritey.
Dad painted the
Have you been
walls
on
here
the
today.
paint? Oh gosh, look at it all on the floor.
Yeah, well the black will get painted afterwards, so it's not too worried. But Dad tried putting things up so that she wouldn't rub against it, but didn't think about her actually putting her nose on stuff.
What have you got on your nose? What have you done? She says, oh God.
Yeah. I don't know why you.
She's like Nala when you put.
And the rain has been coming in here today.
She's like Nala when you painted the jumps.
Yeah.
And she was pink and green for about 3 weeks.
Whenever I paint, Nala is covered in paint. She wants to be your best friend. So obviously, like I said at the very beginning, she has improved. I could have called the vet yesterday morning, and that was like down to me having to trust my gut, because obviously she was lame. Lauren advised to call the vet and get her checked over, but I just thought I would wait. It was a Saturday as well, and I just thought maybe let's just see the weekend and we'll reassess again on Monday, which I do think I said at the beginning of this video. But with her improvement now, I think my next phone call is going to be to ask Arthur to come back out, get the shoe off, and go from there. But obviously have still got that option that I can call the vet if there doesn't seem to be anything that comes up with Arthur. Then yeah, that my next phone call will be the vet to maybe get something scanned, see what's going on. Yeah, something like that. So I'm not 100% sure, but with horses, and I'm sure you guys know, you kind of have just got to go day by day, maybe hour by hour, morning, afternoon, and just think what is best to do at that moment in time.
And it's a process of elimination, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. If only they could open their mouths and tell us exactly what it is and where the pain exactly is, eh? That would be easier, wouldn't it? Yes.
I feel like we've got a better red arrow now going
Here.
than we did on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Selfie mode. Yeah, I just thought I'd come on because I do feel like I have blabbed an awful lot in this video, and I said that it was just going to be a short, sweet update, but it's kind of as it's progressed over the course of the weekend. As I just said, you have to take every hour, day as it comes with horses. I am feeling a bit of a whew, like it's not a major tendon. Well, I know that it can't rule that out fully, but there isn't massive balloon, and that's what I was almost feeling after yesterday coming down here and checking her, that nothing had massively ballooned up from being in for 24 hours. So I do think there's been enough time now that if there was going to be, then it would be there by now. I have just fed them. They are going to stay in again, and then I'm going to put them out probably in a couple hour blocks tomorrow. Put them out, let them get fat and full. Then they can come in and snooze for a couple of hours. Then I'll come back down again. They can go out for a couple of hours and keep it that way, because I just, when Addie gets fat and full, that's when I'm worried she's gonna look for trouble, cause mischief, and could potentially, you know, bolt around the field or try and jump out or something like that. So I'm just not going to take that risk. She's going to stay firmly in her field, and then back in her stable in allocated times.
We do need to say this though. You did say you was a bit worried that you were being a bit, if it did turn out to be an abscess, you were a bit worried that you've gone over the top of it.
That would have been a bit dramatic.
But I do think that you need to treat this stuff, and I'm sure people at home will agree, that you need to treat it like it could have potentially been something
worst case scenario.
That's it, worst case scenario, that's what I'm trying to say. I think you've done exactly the right thing.
The vlog hasn't seen the state I was in on Friday, to be fair. I didn't start this on Friday. It was Chris going out for a night out, and I think he felt bad and leaving me because I was just crying and lying in bed, like all fully closed still, and I was just like, I don't know what to do.
A breakdown.
A little bit.
But then I think anyone would be like that. It's
horrible seeing them uncomfortable and not knowing what you can do to exactly help them.
Yeah, exactly. And then you almost like you're in a catch-22 that you think, oh, I'll give them something to ease the pain, but then you almost want to see what they're like the next day. So then you're in a catch-22 situation, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really difficult.
But I'm feeling positive after that, and bless Lauren for coming out on a Sunday to come and see. So she is. And she's been like at the end of the phone to me all weekend as well. Just when I've like had ideas, I'm like, do I take her for a hand walk? Do I put her out? Do I call the vet? Do I not? And obviously, as I say, she's got to advise to call the vet, but ultimately it's got to be my decision. And I actually am proud of trusting my gut for that, because I do think at this moment in time, all is okay. She's filthy. You're
I
gonna
know,
be
she's
covered.
soaking. I don't know, I thought it was a good idea. Oh, I know.
But yeah, so that's a little update. Obviously,
Yeah, you trusted
we'll
your gut, you just said.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I just feel like I've trusted my gut. And fingers crossed we can get Arthur out tomorrow. But I'm gonna end the video here. It's just to add to all of the stress that I've had this weekend. For some reason, I don't know why, something's happened with the camera and I don't have the full ending of the video. I don't know what I've done. So I am back down here quite a few days later. I'm gonna give you a little clue. It is quite a positive ending, but do let me know if you would like me to do a further update vlog. Let me know in the comments, and of course we can film another video to let you know what is going on. But just, yeah, it has been an emotional and stressful weekend. I can't lie, the beginning of this week I did feel absolutely shattered just from the worry, and I'm sure you can all, what's the word, reciprocate? No, you can all relate to, sorry, the word is relate. I'm sure that you can all relate to those feelings that you get when any of your animals are not 100% and you don't exactly know what's completely wrong with them. But a huge thank you, as I said earlier in this video, to Reassessing for partnering with me for this video. I would be lost without them. To be honest, I'd be lost without two things: Reassessing cameras and the Horseware Ice 5 boots this weekend. They have been my go-to and my saviour, if I'm honest. So do check out the full range on the Reassessing website. The link to their website is of course in the description below, and don't forget you can use my code EMD5. But as I said, let me know if you want a further update video and I will get on that. But until next time, I will see you all very, very soon.